Hi guys, welcome to Sewing with Sandy. Dressly. I am obsessed with the new Dressly app. Well, it's not that new, but new to me. You know I love to sew. Sewing is the thing for me, but I can't sew everything. I don't have time. And sometimes you just want a little piece in your wardrobe, like say this denim vest, that I'm not gonna have time to put the time and effort into sew when I can get it on Amazon or Cider or Zara for a fraction of the price that it's going to cost me to make it. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So today I want to look at the Dressly app. I just got it about a month ago. I am really enjoying it, but let's take a review of the app in general. So I'm going to read this. Dressly is an AI-powered personal stylist and wardrobe management app designed to help users build capsule wardrobes, find their most flattering colors, and overcome closet paralysis. It aims to act as a virtual stylist by combining your unique physical traits with fashion algorithms to improve how you dress. Now, you can get a 3-day free trial, a monthly or an annual subscription. I did a monthly subscription because I wanted to see how it was. Plus, you don't get that first capsule wardrobe until day 8. So the 3-day trial isn't going to cut it for that. Now, I took the monthly subscription trying to see how I could pick outfits, purchase some pieces, work them into my current wardrobe, or as inspiration for my sewing to see what looks good on me. Because the thing about the app is that it takes the clothes and drapes them on you, on your body. So you really get a good idea of how they're going to look on you. So you input your height, your frame, what shape you are, rectangle, inverted triangle, your hair color, your eye color. I think that's about it. There's a couple of questions that they ask you. So they get an idea of your frame and then what your color is going to be. Now, so they do a color analysis, which was really interesting for me because I always thought like I was warm autumn. So my basic colors fit right into that. They're in the brown family, not black, not white, brown. So everything from beige to chocolate brown, all the taupes, all the fawns, all the in-between colors, which work really well for me. So I was happy with that. But they labeled me a late spring, I think that's what it was called, palette colors for what they said that works with my skin tone and hair color and all that, which is really interesting because I don't own a lot of these colors. Green, I've always been a big fan of sage green, but like the salmons and the teals, and those are colors that I don't normally use. So I'm kind of trying out that, so that's kind of fun. It's expanding me out of my comfort zone. Each day you get a fashion focused little article to read to move on, and if you miss a day, it still stays there until you read it and you move forward with the fashion articles. It talks about accessories or, the rule of the thirds, why you don't wear things cut in half. There's lots of different color analysis, different things that they go over, which is really kind of nice if you're playing with fashion. Some of them are common sense, some of them were new to me, so that was kind of... Now, to utilize the AI feature, you need to download a photo. I used this one from a recent cruise, and I'm in a sheath dress that is a little bit too big for me. So there isn't a lot of body contour that the app sees. So that kind of helps because it makes sure that I'm not like, they're not showing you this little tiny waist, so I probably should upload something like in a workout outfit that's a little bit more figure form fitting, but this will do for now. And I will try the other one later. So you start scrolling through the app and you have all of these outfits and accessories that are all curated in this neat little package. And sometimes you look at them and you're like, absolutely not. And you can just trash it and get rid of it so you don't have to look at it again because it's not gonna work, right? And then there are others that you're not too sure if they're gonna work. So what you can do is you can virtually try them on. So once you've uploaded your photo, the AI style assistant takes those clothes in that little caption and wraps them around your body. It's amazing. This one is called Buttercup Dream. Wouldn't you just love to be able to name all of these things? Now, once you get this AI picture, you can give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. They're not always perfect. Sometimes mine tend to not have shoes on them almost regularly. This one, for some reason, the shoes happen to show up. Now, in this AI version, does it show my tummy pooch? No, it gives me some grace there. But does it give me an idea of where the clothes are going to hit me lengthwise? Yeah, I think that it does a pretty good job of that. You know, it takes into consideration, you can see that my thighs are thick, my arms are a little thicker, and that is part of the whole process because it gives you a true picture of what it's going to look like on. So then you can click through, all the little items are listed below with a price, and the prices are in the ballpark because, you know, like Amazon has dynamic pricing, and they're all moving prices around all the time. So you click through the link, and in this case, it's an Amazon top, and it brings you right to that product, and you can then scroll through sizes and colorways and things like that. Like this yellow one is in my chart, not in my palette, but I really like it. I think it's adorable. You can also look for the, I can go back and look and scroll for the shoes. These little blue suede flats are super cute. I would never think about buying blue flats. Blue suede, blue leather. So these are Amazon, but they also have Zara, H&M, Anthropologie. I mean, Free People, they've got it all. There's Shein, everything from Shein to Zara. So one of the drawbacks of this feature is that you only get a certain number of try-ons each day. I haven't counted them. Seems to me it's like around, I'm guessing, a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half. That's sort of because I'm just kind of playing with it and trying on things. But it does give you an opportunity to try on things that you would normally like put on, like a balloon skirt or, barrel jeans. And you can see how they look, sort of. Well, you get a pretty good idea of how they look on your body. So I did this pink voltage try-on, and you can see that the pants fall right at the top of my shoes. And if you click through to Amazon, they're cropped on this lovely tall woman. So I ordered this item from Amazon just to see. This was the first item I ordered to see the process. It didn't fit me very well. It wasn't the quality that I would have liked. Amazon's hit or miss, there's no doubt about that. However, I like the idea of the cropped flowy pants and the cropped shirt. So I'm going to make that. I have some fabric and I'm going to make that. I have a pattern that I'm going to use, Butterick 7045 for the pants. And then I just have to go find a little crop top to make. And I have some fabric from Minerva that's absolutely lovely. And I'm going to make that piece. So I ended up sending that back, and Amazon makes that super easy, right, to send that back. So it's kind of an interesting process, right? You go from this picture to what it looks like digitally on you, and then you can order it and actually try it on. And then for me now, that is an inspiration to go ahead and sew something. So the fashion and the sewing are all tied in together. So now there's an AI stylist feature where you can go in and ask for something pretty specific. So here I'm asking for a boho look with a distressed jean. And the AI specialist will come up with, or the AI stylist will come up with several different options, and you can kind of scroll back and forth and look at the options. And then once you see one you like this quiet sand outfit, you can click through. Now the AI Try-on, you can see on this one, it needs a little work. The bag didn't come through and the earrings are up in the air. And I don't know what earrings I'm wearing in this picture because they're not listed below. The jeans and the sweater are really the main focus on this. I wanted to see how the jeans looked and the sweater looked. Would I buy a pair of distressed jeans? I'm not sure. I like the look. I'm still a little waffly at that, but I love the sweater. The sweater looks great. Now there's a wardrobe feature also. So you can go into your wardrobe, take pictures of everything, and create outfits. So that's pretty helpful if you have somebody, if you're not really good at putting outfits together and you have a stylist come in to your closet and help you choose outfits, or you buy an outfit together and you want to keep track of it, it'll save it in your outfits so that you can have your bag and your shoes and your jewelry all together and you can just look through it. There is also a feature where you upload a photo of yourself in an outfit, and it rates it, which is really kind of interesting. So it rates it based on, fit, color, styling, and it gives you a score. It tells you what you did great on this outfit. So this one got a score of like 85, somewhere in the 80s. And then down below, it gives you suggestions on how you can improve this outfit. Add a bag, change the jewelry, add a belt. An 85 is a pretty good score for an outfit. I scored some of the ones that Dressly, like some of the outfits that Dressly that I bought, like the pink voltage one, and I never scored over like a 92. So I think that was interesting, but it's fun to play with because you can put something together and it's like, whoa, this is way off, The other thing it does is it gives you outfit ideas. So this brown pair of Bermuda shorts and asymmetrical top I love, and I did buy this from Amazon, and I did keep it because I love the way it fits. I'm all into the Bermuda shorts this season, and when I went back and looked at the brown top, it's shown with a long white denim skirt. Well, I just made a long white denim skirt, so the two of them together look really nice together with the white bottom and the dark top. So I'm kind of happy about that. That is super interesting. And one of the things that I've been looking at is styling is the dark top and the light bottom. And a lot of people traditionally do a dark bottom and a light top, and just juxtaposing those or switching those around makes your outfit just a little bit more interesting. So you can go through and take pieces that you have and find them, or you have a piece in your closet, this denim vest. I can go through and look and see what I can wear with denim vests. So it gives you some inspiration. Now, the app filter is pretty limited. There are things that I wish it had on it. I wish I could search through items that I love. I can't do that. I wish I could search through items that I've made an AI image of. I can't do that. I wish I could search for items that have a pink top or something like that. I have to use the stylist for that, but it only pulls up a limited amount of them each time. It does give you, you can show, let's see, you can do weather, the weather outside. You can do brands. There's hundreds of brands. You can do body type, and I think that's about it for sorting. So you can do rain gear, sunny gear, that kind of thing. So the sorting is limited. I think the filter needs some work. And each day they add new outfits. They seem to me to appear at the bottom of the scroll. I'm not sure if they get mixed up or not, but it seems to me that like at the top of my scroll, I see the same outfits every day. So I either have to love them or get rid of them. On day 8, you receive your capsule wardrobe. In general, it's a basic capsule wardrobe. There's nothing exciting there. It's, I don't remember how many pieces, 20 pieces. It's a pair of jeans, a pair of trousers, a white button down, a white t-shirt, a dark colored knit top. It's a blazer, a raincoat. It's the basics that you would have in your wardrobe anyway. So there's no surprises there. If you're thinking about getting a capsule wardrobe, that's not what you need. You can Google that and get it, So the cost was like $35 for the month. I've ordered, 8 or 10 outfits. I've been playing around with it, but certainly I'm getting a lot of inspiration from my closet and how to put pieces together. I never would have added a vest to these Bermuda shorts over a tank top. And just that little change in my styling habit opened up a whole nother set of clothes in my closet that, really changed the way things, the opportunities they have to wear different clothes at different times. So yeah, that is my take on Dressly. I am not getting paid by them. They have no affiliate program whatsoever. But I do like the app. I think it's really good for somebody that's interested in fashion and needs some inspiration, or just wants to look good and needs a little fashion inspiration. You can get the 3-day trial and see how it goes, and then add on from there if you decide you want to do that. But if you really like playing with it, a full month is probably the best thing to do, and then you can just spend some time. I outrun my AI Try-on every day. I make sure I go through it and run through it every day because I'm just trying on all kinds of stuff that I would never buy I don't think I would buy, but I've tried on some halter stuff that looked really interesting, and I wouldn't even try that stuff on in the store. And it's certainly much easier than going to the mall and spend hours and hours going in and out of the dressing room, which just, for me is just too much work. Oh, there's my new puppy, Poppy. Say hi, Poppy. Yeah. So that's it for the Dressly app. I have a couple more videos where I am popping up the pieces that I got with the inspiration, and then the AI look, what I bought, what it looks like, and there she is. She's going to say hi. And then, yeah, and how to sew it. I've also been finding patterns and fabric to go along with that. So I hope you enjoyed Dressly and my little adventure into fashion styling. Until next time, happy sewing. Bye.